want our story to become your story.
Right.
And so we have separated out of the Chinese Communist Party. Let's take down the CCP so your children and your next generation don't have to.
Absolutely.
And to me, America first means that we take down the CCP in America first.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, what another phrase we like to say, you can vote yourself into communism, but you have to fight your way out, right?
Absolutely.
Once communism gets a hold of a country, I mean, look at the USSR. People now think, well, it fell. It was always fated to fall. Well, it lasted for 80 years. Same with the Chinese Communist Party, and that was with America constantly fighting against it, constantly, at odds with it. So what happens when the whole world goes under that system? Nobody is left to fight. There's no other nation across the sea that's going to come free us or help fight for our freedom. So if that gets implemented here, that's it. It's game over, because that's what the ultimate revolution that they're trying to bring about. And again, the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, the people in charge, the unelected, bureaucratic, corporatist leaders that all have, they're all Nazis. They're all, just the biggest scum of the earth. But they have told us in no uncertain terms, the Chinese Communist Party is the vision of the future. We're going to export the Chinese Communist Party style, and they did it through COVID. That was recently released with Anthony Fauci, people going over to China and coming back and saying, we got to do over there, or we got to do over here what they do over there. I mean, they're announcing it at this point. If you can't wake up now, it's almost too late. So, we're rapidly running out of time to really cause the awakening to stand up against this very pernicious and totalitarian mindset that is being actively advocated for by the people that have appointed themselves our leaders. It's despicable, and I just pray to God that the American spirit is not so willowed down that we can't stand up against this. I'm looking at the video you guys are playing, and it's like Hong Kong. If Hong Kong can't be a great example of the pernicious activity of the Chinese Communist Party, we should have stopped it there. I'm ashamed at the West not standing up for the Chinese or for the Hong Kong protesters during that event, but Taiwan's probably next on the list, and it's just going to be a domino effect going down, and it's now or never, honestly.
Absolutely, and you know what we say? Today's Hong Kong, tomorrow's U.S.
100%, absolutely, and they didn't need to do it with tanks rolling in the streets. They did it with money. They did it with influence. They did it with threats, and they just very quietly infiltrated until they hit that critical mass, and then they just slam the door shut on the jail cell, and that's it. So if again, people think it can't happen here. People think that it's
happening.
It is literally happening as we speak, and the academy is a part of it. The universities are a part of it. The politicians are a part of it. And even as you point out, the lawyers and the corporations, they think it's just, hey, they got the money, so we'll work for them. It's just a check you're cashing. No, you're cashing out your soul. You're selling out the very thing that your forefathers fought for. How can you do that and still sleep with yourself at night? These people are evil, honestly. It's a spiritual battle, and the people standing up against China right now are clearly on the side of God, on the side of humanity, versus this technocratic monster that the CCP represents.